Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back, man. Um, a lot's changed the last time we talked, man. So in the last video, I was giving a coronavirus update out here in Europe, how things are actually looking. Nothing had locked down yet in the Netherlands, but I remember saying in the video, a lot of countries were. You can start to see it. Italy, they've been locked down. Um, France and Spain locked down that day, and you can just kind of tell it's gonna make its way up to the Netherlands and everywhere else. So 2 hours after that video was released, Netherlands got locked down and made it through a full week. It's Friday now, so made it through a full week of a lockdown. And a lot of people have been asking questions like, "What's been going on? Like, what's the lockdown actually look like out there? Like, are they bringing out the cops? Any military force? Um, and are people like taking it seriously? People following the rules? What's it looking like?" So just want to let y'all know all is well here. But first of all, there isn't any there's no like police enforcement or military intervention. None of that's happening here. But in other countries in Europe, they are. Like if you're in France right now or Italy, you walk outside the house and you don't have a legit reason. You're not going to the grocery store or the pharmacy for medicine. You're getting fined. Like if a cop sees you, they're patrolling right now in Spain. They're patrolling right now. If they see you out in the streets, they're gonna ask you what you're doing. And if you don't say the right thing, then if you're just like, "I'm just going for a walk, I just need some air," bam, fine. In France, people getting fined 300 euros a pop. I'm not sure what it is in other places, but it's they taking it really seriously there, and they should. So even with that being said, it's important to know that countries like Italy and Spain, they are on complete lockdown. You can't go outside, but their cases are still growing more and more every day. Like it's just still increasing. Lockdown isn't gonna stop it immediately. It's gonna be a process. And another thing to know is, um, although in the Netherlands, in the U.S., it might seem okay when you look outside. Even here, I'm like, hey man, we're doing a pretty good job. Everybody's taking it serious. But you look at the numbers, and they're still increasing more and more every day. The amount of cases. So in the Netherlands, Monday there are 300 new cases, next day 400 new cases, next day 500 new cases, and it keeps growing. Like even the rate of growth is growing, not just the number of cases. And in the US, it's even more crazy. It's like 5,000 new cases a day. And I know you go outside and you're like, I mean, it's all calm, everything seems fine. And the Netherlands and US are kind of on the same page. Both have like a semi lockdown right now. You can still go out, you can still take walks. But if we've learned anything from the past few weeks, they don't announce lockdowns days before. They don't warn you. They just shut it down. Like they're just like, oh, well, can't go out anymore. Only for essential things. You can only go out for groceries. You can only go out for this. So looking at the countries around us, like Italy, France, and Spain, you can see what just happened in the last week or two. You can see that we're also going in that direction. So I'm no professional, obviously, just from looking at what's just happened in other countries, seeing what got them to this point. We're probably headed for a total lockdown just like they are. And just prepare your mind for that. That doesn't mean go out and panic shop. The grocery stores are still going to be open. All the essential things are still going to be open, most likely. So, and honestly, I think that's the reason that they don't announce it days before that they're going to put us on total lockdown, because that's what we would do. We would go crazy. We would go shopping. We go buy everything up before anybody else can. Just go crazy. Be outside. So it makes sense why they don't do it, but it is a little annoying. Here in Netherlands, you can't really come in unless you have a really good reason to, which should be the case everywhere else. The weird thing about the states is that I don't know if the states are ever going to close their borders to other states because it's so big. It's like it's the equivalent of European countries closing their borders. That's what state borders pretty much are, because the states are like the size of European countries. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think people can still move from state to state. I don't know when or if that's going to change. Just remember that things are going to get worse before they get better, but we're going to go through this together. We're all going to be all right. I mean, here in the Netherlands, it's not there yet. It's more of a semi lockdown because a lot of things are still open. All the essentials are open, grocery stores, pharmacies, and a lot of non-essentials are still open too. Actually, like you walk around and cafes are still open, but you can only do takeaway. You can go in there, grab a coffee and go, or some desserts. Um, a lot of random stores, like clothes stores, are still open. Restaurants are all closed, all shut down. You can't have any sit-down food, none of that. and there aren't drive-throughs here in the Netherlands or most of Europe. That's more of an American thing. So yeah, can't get no McDonald's on the fly, nothing like that. But it's all good. Feel like I lost a few inches around my waist actually, so I ain't mad at that. You can tell people are taking it very serious out here in the Netherlands. Like you go outside and I don't know, like 10% of the people that are normally out are out. Just very few people, and that's a good thing. That's what you should be doing. I think that's what most people are doing around the world now. So I'm glad people are taking it serious because this is the best way we know how to contain it. But I was riding my bike around yesterday and I just saw a bunch of kids playing basketball. They were hooping like 5-on-5, a full game. I'm like, yo, what y'all doing? Y'all didn't get the memo? So, like, if it does go out of control, I understand why the police have to start enforcing the law because some people still not really getting the idea. And in the grocery stores, they're doing a really good job of keeping the shelves stocked. People aren't really like panic buying like that, at least in my city. I know other cities in the Netherlands, especially when it first got announced, the lockdown, people were cleaning it out. But in Utrecht, where I live, people are doing a good job of not panic shopping. Whenever I go to the grocery store, if I'm looking for anything, I can find it. So I'm happy about that. You know, for some reason, people are buying a lot of toilet paper. And if you walk around, you'll see like some stores outside of their stores, they'll have like tin cans full of toilet paper rolls and they're selling it for like 25 cents a pop. And you know, you might think first thought like, hey, that's a scam. Why would you do that? But that's a good thing. They're making it available to everybody, just in case the grocery stores or wherever else you go for it, it's all sold out. So that's people living like they live in a community. So I like that. On that note, as far as like living in a community, just the other night, I just hear like a round of applause outside of my window. I'm like, what's this? And I live like around a bunch of apartment complexes, and I poke my head out the window, and people are like applauding. Like, ooh, whistling. And I'm just like, yo, what's going on? And they just like down the whole street, people are just giving a round of applause for all the people that are battling coronavirus out there. People are out in the streets working. And I thought that was really dope. Like, it's a real tight community vibe. Like, and my friend who lives a few miles away, at the same time, they were doing the same thing where she lives. So I didn't get the memo. Maybe it was on Twitter or something. But I thought that was pretty dope. So on the work from home tip, I gotta say, the people that are working from home right now, like me, we got it easy. We have the best job right now. We're lucky to be able to do this, even though we're going crazy in the house with all this time on our hands. Just take a moment to really appreciate the people that are out there in the field every day right now. Everybody in the health service industry. My mom's a nurse. A lot of nurses, doctors, just people out. Just still anybody that's still going to work right now, because those are the people that are keeping the world turning right now. They're keeping the economy going. They're keeping the people healthy, and they're out there exposing themselves every day to the risk of this virus. And then a lot of them have to come home to their families. If you see somebody that's still going to work right now, still going in the office, just take a second, thank them, appreciate them, because without them, this whole thing would not be working right now. We don't know where this would end up. Those are the people that assure me and should be assuring you that we're going to get through this and we're going to get out of this stronger than we were before. And if you are working from home and you have so much extra time in your hands, you know, you can't see the homies, you know, you can't go to the gym or do whatever you would normally do, then really think about how you can use this time to better yourself. So when you come out of this break, you know, you're better than you were before. Because one thing we always complain about is not having extra time. We don't have time to do the things that we want to do to focus on ourselves. In a weird way, we've been granted this in a really effed up way, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't take advantage of this moment. And like I said, it's been a full work week since it all started, and yeah, I mean, I think y'all know by now, everybody's going a little stir crazy just being inside, a lot of cabin fever. So working from home, you know, it's funny the stages that you go through. Like when I first heard about it, I was like, yeah, work from home, yeah, digital nomad, yeah. And then on the first day, I'm just like, yo, it's been hours and I haven't moved from my room. I gotta get out of here. I'm going crazy. And then next day, I was even going crazy. Like I couldn't concentrate on anything. Then the next day, I started to kind of get used to it. I was like, all right, I think I kind of get the point. Like I just got to build out my schedule the right way. And then the next day, I kind of figured it out. Like, okay, I'm gonna wake up, read a little bit, do some meditation, and then do some push-ups, and then start doing some work, and then go for a walk at this time. So you really, when you have the whole day and nothing pushing you to like do something, you don't have any structure. You just gotta figure it out yourself. Find out the best way for you, optimize your day. But yeah, it was just a struggle at first, but I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like in a few weeks I'm gonna be like, no, office? No, I don't want to go back to the office. No, work from home. Like, I'll be so used to it. So we'll see, man. And I'd be all right if I could do other things. Like, work from home would be amazing if I could like still see people or go to the movies or go to the gym. That's what I miss the most. I can't even go to the gym. So over here stuck doing push-ups and like trying to learn how to do a handstand. I'm trying to figure out new hobbies. Like, I got one thing. I went out and bought a ukulele. That's how bored I got, man. I went out and bought a ukulele today and started messing around with it. It's a lot of fun. Oh, shit. Her name's Wilson. So that's pretty much where my life's gone in 5 days of lockdown. I wonder where I'll be in a month, who I'll be. It's actually a scary prospect. Yeah, so that's pretty much how things are looking here. And I'm actually really proud of the way the country's responded and the way the residents in the cities have responded. I mean, people have really adapted. If you go outside, you'll see people like doing push-ups by the canal. You look on a rooftop, you see somebody doing like leg lifts and shit. So people are adapting, and it gives me hope. It gives me hope. So we'll be all right no matter what happens. I hope wherever y'all are, all is good and y'all are safe, and hope everybody around you is taking it seriously. Just keep practicing the necessary precautions and we'll be all right. So I hope y'all got something from this today. So I'd actually like to know how things are affecting y'all wherever you're watching this from. Any commonalities with us over here, any differences, and where you think things are gonna go. So yeah, man, I hope y'all stay safe and keep following the precautions. Take this thing seriously because it is very serious, something that we've never seen before in the world. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep keeping y'all posted on what happens in the future out here. And until then, y'all be safe, man. All right, peace.